Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center. It's always a pleasure to be here, and greetings to everyone from this beacon on a hill. It's great to see you, great to be with you, and an honor to speak before you and to connect with you. I am currently narrating the book called The Magic of Life, and that is quite an honor and quite a joy for me. And here is the book, The Magic of Life by Robert Young. I haven't read many books in my life, but I would say this is the greatest book I've ever read, and I would recommend it for everyone. It is an allegory of our lives, and you can find yourself in the book and within the many characters that come to life within the pages of the book. And you can find your life as it's happening this day in the book. No matter when you read it, it will reference to your life as you are currently leading it. There is magic that can't be explained or defined within the pages of that book with our dear friend Simeon throughout the book. I bring it up because the book is a story initially based on the lives of two people who were brought together through circumstances and shown a love that they have for one another that they never knew existed. And it started a new life for them, a life that they could have never imagined. And yet, it was always their destiny. And the many characters that surround their life are all playing their part to bring forward something grander than what appears is happening. There's an awareness of an orchestration from behind the scenes, from the outer reaches of the universe, and from Simeon himself, of where these two people are being taken and the role that each person plays in bringing that into reality. Each person is being awakened to who they are and the gifts that they have and the life that they will have and what they'll do for humanity. And the feeling that comes from experiencing this, even though I've read the book quite a few times now, is always new and powerful. And in this reading, I see, and you will see, the people who are in your field at the present moment, a part of your team, are all given the information to pass on to one another for the building and the creation of something that's grander than the individual, so that if you need a drink of water and you may not know it, someone within your group will have that information to tell you you just need a drink of water. And they won't know why they're telling you that, but it's a part of something grander. And so our lives are united, they are tied together, and information comes through without even understanding that that's what's happening. And so the magic of life is truly the magic of life. It's the picture of the magic moving between individuals, being experienced uniquely yourself and being experienced in the whole of what's coming and what's changing. So I invite you to read it. And even if you open it, if you own the book, to a random chapter, it will be perfect for you. And I guarantee you, you will see yourself in the words of those pages that you choose to read. I'm now going to talk about something that I wrote, and that's called I Am Change. And I'm first just going to read something I wrote that describes what's happening now. The immense change that is occurring in everyone's life is thrilling. Both externally and internally, our lives are exploding with newness and growth. As we navigate through the interaction with Mr. and Mrs. Change, we may experience many different feelings. You see, change brings with it both highs and lows. It is the foundation for the creation of the roller coaster. But do not get discouraged as you go from up to down, from dark to light, and back again. There is a natural adjustment period that takes place in the wake of change. So smile and laugh at the swings and feelings as the true growth is happening in the background, reveals itself when you least expect it, but when it is most needed. And the feeling of sprouting something so grand within yourself will make you open your arms to change and express the desire for more. The words of this book are intended to bring a new perspective to our journey through this experience we call life. Although I will be sharing private details of my life, this is by no means an autobiography. These details help bring the message of a new awareness of how change is coming for us. My hope is that you will begin to see the world as I see it, a playground of growth and expansion, starting with the realization that we never die, and therefore there's nothing to fear. We can never die because we have never been born. We've always just been. All we do is change into a different form. We know that the eternal you is inside this body that you see, in this mind that you know. So then change in all its circumstances are always coming, and nothing can stop it, not even the death of the body. What I wish for you is that you see change as your best friend, that this book will allow you to change your relationship with change. And like me, you will see change as the gift that keeps on giving. This is a love letter to all those who are suffering from life's circumstances, especially the loss of a loved one. I know that pain very well, and you must grieve in whatever way is best for you. My desire is to give you a different perspective of their life and its purpose. Dear humanity, I am change. I have gotten a bad rap for most of my life. It appears that your love for me will always be conditional. When I bring you good circumstances, a new car, a new job, a new house, or a new relationship, you seem to love me. But when I deliver so called bad circumstances, the end of a relationship, the loss of the job, the death of a loved one, you rail at me without regard. I'm asking you to please love me the same in both circumstances, no matter what the change, whether it is perceived as good or bad. Know that you will get through it, and know that I am coming again and again. I am part of the one who loves you unconditionally, but I am also you. Yes, that's right. You and I and Source are all one, and we are working together to bring you to your true self. When you are able to accept this, you will be able to let go of all blame. Until that day comes, I will patiently wait as you misjudge me and take my actions as a personal attack. I know, like everyone who has been on this planet, you will look back on your life and be thankful for all the things I did. In that moment, we will be as one, and you will have unconditional love for me as I have had unconditional love for you. I'm hoping you will come to this place sooner rather than later. To have peace with me is to be at peace with all that is. There is no judgment. If you have resistance to this message, I will always love you without conditions, and I will continue to come for you to help you grow and become who you truly are. Love, change. I realize that change is connected to perfection, that to be in perfection and to be in the world of perfection is to be okay with change. They work together. Change is daring you to see it as perfect. It's calling you to see what it's doing as perfection, not as good or bad or right or wrong, but perfect. Exactly what you need, exactly what needs to happen for you. So if you can live in a world of perfection, change is your best friend. It is a playground for your growth and even your amusement. It is not a personal attack. And it's only when you hold on to something do you resist it leaving? So stay in that perfected place, and change will be your friend. We certainly know there's so much change happening, and also know that there's nothing you can do to stop someone's destiny. You may be able to slow it down, but you can't stop it. And even what you do many times enhances the coming of someone's destiny. Having gone through divorce, you recognize the growth. And so in essence, that person propelled me. They did not stop my destiny. They sped it up. And that's true for every change. It actually brings your destiny into a faster rate of arrival. So feel your movement, feel your perfection, and feel your destiny coming. These two readings, the first one tells me where we are, and the second one tells us who we are. Something that we have never seen before. Many times it has been said that what is coming has never been experienced before. Naturally, you look for references to help you consider what the arrival of this new thing will look like. You might think of flying or a brand new sense of freedom, something that comes from your imagination of what this never before seen thing will be. What I will tell you is that what they say is true. For how can you know this feeling that is now available to be experienced by all until you have actually experienced it? How can you compare it to anything that you have ever experienced until you have experienced it? This newness is so far beyond what you could have imagined, and there are not enough words that can be put together in the right sequence to describe it. Therefore, I will put them in a completely new and random order to best convey what can only be experienced and felt. Joy inside and out, too many of me's to count, infinite awareness of a universe within and without. Smile, smiles, limitations unshackled, bodies roll defined, all things are divine, no more need for time. Break out and break back in, look from without and look from within. Fly away, break free from all containment, look back at the creation, look back at yourself. Nothing holding, gravity's fading, worries disappear, no problems can be seen when you look in the mirror. And I smile, and I travel, and I daydream, and I fly. And the smile burst out from within like a nuclear explosion. This new life is percolating as it is coming to a boil. and the whistle will blow, and the steam will pour out with the force that can't be held in, and everything begins to vibrate faster and faster as we transmit and deliver this new life to the world without calling it anything at all. How could we have known that it would feel like this? It is the act of not knowing that makes us take it all in and give it all out. We now have a reference to compare this new life to. It is compared to the life that we were experiencing right before we began to experience this one. But we can't tell if we've traveled 1 mile or 1 million miles, and we don't need to know, nor might we ever. Let us just enjoy the new life and bask in its light and the freedom that has come with it. The freedom that releases all connections to an identity that can no longer contain who we truly are. We are divine, divine. We are commanders, creators, council members, and beings of infinite majesty and magnificence. And as we sit and stare out into space, we will, in perfect time, digest the fullness of who we are, and we will raise our arms out to our sides and feel all life respond. Oh, that you could feel what I am feeling. Oh, if I could feel what you are feeling. For each of us are having our own orgasmic experience, making love to the new world with this new life. What's coming next? We have no way to know. All we know is that it will be something that we have never seen before. Cheers to you all. Cheers. And I thought of this song. The words of this song goes, they gilded their houses in preparation for the king, and they lined the sidewalks with all sorts of shiny things. But they would be surprised when they hear him say, take me to the alley, take me to the afflicted ones, take me to the ones who've lost their way. Let them know I am their friend. Let them come to my table in my garden, for they will be a part in melody. We are made up of it all. We have a relationship with every element, every atom, and every piece of matter that has ever been created. Infused within us are the particles of creation, those base elements, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and everything else that we have defined on the periodic table. And they are all imbued with the spark of life, the breath of life, and the magic of life. It truly is a symphony being played, each one of us a unique blend of all creation, each one a walking vibration and sound. And your music plays with or without your consent, heard by all except yourself, until that incredible day when you hear your own music, your own beautiful melody, as the particles and elements blend and dance within you. You are a symphony of magnificence, and as my words play my melody, may you hear yours and feel the music build to its crescendo, then resolve itself in a quiet moment until once again the melody begins, this time with different harmonics and different harmonies. This time a voice sings so that the melody is taken in a new direction. Who we are is beyond all description. So we must feel it through the music we are always playing, the rhythm of our movement, the rhythm of our laughter, and the vibration that is delivered from our smile. We are going home, home to that place where we will reunite with all of ourselves, with the one who has known all along, and with the one who forgot it all. And we shall lay in the firmament next to the Milky Way galaxy and see our reflection in the light of its stars. We surrender the one life to have the many, only to have the one. We are going home, and there will be tears of joy, for upon our arrival, there will be a great sound of honor, respect, and welcome from the Creator and the throngs of beings that they are surrounded by. And as we listen, we hear that all encompassing voice once again utter those words of gratitude that are the root notes of all melodies. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Well done. That is who we are. That is where we are. And we keep going further and further. And I hear the words, I have waited all my life for this, but I didn't know it. And it's coming, and it's growing, and it's changing, and it's perfect. And we'll all be in that place that we've always known about, but we never knew what it would look like. And the bursting out from within won't be stopped. So may you live in that place, and may you know who you are. For it is there that you will always have a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.